Now that you understand some of the basics about Haiku Deck, we'll take a look at some of the more advanced features and special features that you'll find on the iPad app version. So one of the things you'll want to know about is that under the Account button, there is a sign out button. This is going to be important just to handle students signing in and out of a shared device. So you'll want to get familiar with that and having students get in and out of their accounts. The next thing that I'd like to show you is the gallery feature. This is a good place to see some examples of what might be considered presentation zen or pitch decks and how to structure the slides. Then over here on the far right, there's a gear. And under this gear setting, there's a couple important settings. These allow you to restrict the kinds of images that will show up in an image search. So the first one, commercial images only, that will make sure that you're using Creative Commons licensed images. Use auto capitalization. Some of the themes will capitalize all of the text on the slide. If you turn that off, then you can have more customization over what letters are capitalized and which ones are not. And then show premium images. This is a good place, especially in schools. You might as well turn this off or have students turn this off so that they're not seeing images that need to be purchased. They'll only see the Creative Commons licensed images. And then import new Haiku decks. This is if you're switching back and forth between the web-based version and the iPad version. If you click on import new Haiku decks, it will look for any presentations that you've created in the web version and import them into your iPad app so that you can continue to edit them from there. Now we'll go into the editor and look at some of more of the advanced features there. So under the text options, we looked primarily at the basic heading and subheading feature. But just below that, there is the option for doing a bulleted list where you can put a title and then have a list beneath it, and then also doing a numbered list. So that's handy if you do have information that needs to be presented in kind of a chronological order or to highlight some key points. Under the image search, there are a couple other features that are here. Under favorites, you can save images that you found that you want to use frequently. History will take a look at some of the images that you've used in the past and make them readily available, and that's a good way then to find your favorites. And then import gives you the option of finding images online as well as taking pictures with your camera or finding them on your photo roll. Next to the image search icon, there is a graph or select a chart tool. This gives you the ability to go in and make either a bar graph or a circle graph, and then also an infographic style slide showing different information. So we'll just take a look here at the circle graph. The editing features on these are relatively similar. You're able to go in and toggle between percentage or numbers. You can edit the label for each of the items, and in doing so, that then lets you go in and add information to the graph to customize it as you would like. You can then also do some things with the little slider handles here, changing the numbers to fit your needs. And that's pretty much what you can do then with the graph features. The layouts, if you are using the graphs, are pretty well set. And then another feature that's down here that we didn't look at in the basics video were adding notes. So the purpose of Haiku Deck is to simplify the amount of information that is being presented visually. But often students or presenters have a great deal of information and research that they've done in the background, and this is a place where you can paste that information or compose that information and have it available either as a guide for giving the presentation, or if these notes were posted online, it provides that additional information that clarifies the information on the slide. The final thing that I want to show is the sharing features. Again, you can change the title here, you can choose the level of visibility on the web. You can pick a category and then publish. Once a presentation has been shared, you'll then have the option of how to share it. You can share a link through Facebook or Twitter. Some of the frequent uses that you'll see in a classroom environment are to email it, and so it will create an email that has a link in it that then can be used. You can also click on post to blog, and again, there's an embed code here starting here at the iframe and going down to the iframe down here, and that can be used to put the presentation directly onto a website or into a blog or onto a Moodle page without having to go to the Haiku Deck site. So you can do a couple things. You can just copy this right out of the email and then go directly to Moodle or to your blog. Students can do that too. They don't actually have to use the email here. They can just copy that and then go and put it directly onto a site. On the web-based version, it says embed, and that makes it a little more intuitive. PowerPoint and Keynote, this allows you to export your slides in a PowerPoint format so that you could take traditional PowerPoint slides or even a Google Drive presentation and merge them together with a Haiku Deck. So what you would do is email this to yourself and then take that presentation and upload it into Google Drive or open it on a computer using Microsoft PowerPoint and then mix and match the slides together. And then finally, copy URL is just a simple way of getting the link to the Haiku Deck and then taking that and maybe pasting it into a submission form for an assignment in Edmodo or Moodle, maybe a Google form that has a little text field for pasting a URL, etc. Different ways of collecting those URLs from students. So that takes care of most of the advanced features that are available on the Haiku Deck iPad app. This should help you to take your Haiku Decks to the next level and give you some ideas of how you might implement it in a classroom setting with students.